Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Happy Monday to you all. Happy Monday to you. Whew. I was wondering how many people we're going to see today after Super Bowl Sunday. Did you all know that actually this Monday after Super Bowl is the number one taking day off? This is the number one taking day off. It's the number one calling in sick. This is the day. Monday, the day after Super Bowl. Leo doesn't care. You can see back there. He's here. He is ready to rock and roll. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you all. Happy Monday to you. For those taking notes, today, today's topic is the power of potential. The power of potential today. So good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Happy Monday, day after Super Bowl to you. I hope your team won. I hope your feelings won. I I was asked this question, and I think I'm going to put in a post. Some of you, one of you specifically, sent me over a message this morning about the halftime show, and I think I'm going to put my feelings out there. I think I'm going to put my feelings on the halftime show. I'm going to put it in a post because I've had a couple people ask me about it, and we're going to talk about the halftime show. We're going to talk about it, but I'm not going to do it right now because today, Amy, is not that time, is the potential time period. So good morning, everybody. My name is Coach Brock Zevan. I'm a life coach, business coach, real estate agent, and a DAD. And if you can come off of the Zoom video, come on video, come on video. I want to see your smiling faces. I want to see your smiling faces. And while you're playing with the smiling faces, I'm going to get my Facebook up here, up and running. I want you all to unmute yourself, find the unmute button, because I'm going to want you to all say good morning to me on the count of three. We're going to all say good morning to each other. We're going to rile ourselves up. We're going to get ourselves excited. Now, if you're Amy Kane, though, she's probably got a mixer going on. She's got a mixer going on. A blender's happening over there. She's doing something. I knew it. You could sense it. But for everybody else, come off of mute on the count of three. Let's all say good morning. 1, 2, 3. Good
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Man, I just love it. I love it. Gets me excited when I hear it. So, what's up, Ed? Ramen's moving and shaking. Shonda, good morning to you. Sydney over in Oregon, good morning to you.
Go
Mr.
Eagles.
Casper's driving. Good morning. Good morning, Angela. Who else we got here? Kim, Jackie, John, Jennifer, Claudia. Good morning to you all in the Facebook world. If I don't say good morning to the people in the Facebook world, they get sad. So good morning. You better say good morning in the Facebook world. What's up, Amanda, Rosario, Michelle? Good morning to you all. So this past weekend, what a difference in weather. Yesterday, my kids swimming in the pool. We're swimming yesterday. Yeah, Michelle. And Michelle even raised her head up. She's like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, it was beautiful. It was like 75. And today, 40. Today is 40 degrees. It's a little chilly today. So we had that. It was Leo's birthday. We had Leo's birthday. He turned 1 over the weekend, so we had a little bit of a gathering for that. And when I say gathering, Paul, that means me, Brielle, and Bryce, and Leo. We had to find a restaurant that could have dogs, so we did, and we had a nice little birthday celebration on that. It was also Galentine's. So happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. You only got 5 days to figure it out. And let me just tell you, it's a Friday, so it's a little tight for trying to do some reservations. A little tight for that. But we had Galentine's weekend. My daughter had her first Galentine's. Brielle had that. Really cute. She's growing up, 12 years old, kind of like turning into a woman, dressing up, makeup, skirt. I was like, where are we going? What are we doing? Who's going to be there? Are there going to be boys? And she says to me, Justine, she says, Dad, it's Galentine's. There's no boys allowed. Excellent. Those are the type of parties I like. You can always go to them. You can always go to those parties. Other ones, not so much. So good morning, David. So let me talk about today's message. But before I do that, let's do our affirmation. Say it with passion. Say it with purpose today, no matter how tired you are. no matter how it is. I want you to feel it deep down inside today. On the count of three, we're all going to say it together. 1, 2, and 3. Something good is going to happen to me. Something good
Something good is
happen
going to
through me.
happen through me.
I love it. I love it. Robin always gets excited. You can get excited down there in Key West. I'm excited that I'm going to be down there in Key West. I'm going to be down there with Robin. We are going down there at the end of the month to get ourselves prepared for the Summer Success Summit. We're very, very excited. Robin's been amazing helping me out. And I'm one of those weirdos. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. And what a no better excuse but to be like, well, I guess we have to go down to Key West. Gotta go down there.
Awesome.
I'm like,
We're going to
okay, fine.
broadcast live from the boats.
Yeah, so you know what she says to me all? She goes, I got a condition. I got a condition for you to come down here. I was like, what's that? She's like, I want you to do your live call about your expireds and FISBOs, a live coaching call on the boats here in Key West. I was like,
And door
okay,
knock. And
go
come
and door
door knock.
knock.
At
And door
least
knock.
one door. At least one
One
door.
door
So
I
I
gotta
can
do.
introduce you.
So we'll be live doing that. So
She's
excited.
stretching you, Brock. She's
I know.
stretching you. I hear that. She's stretching
All
And
you. I
we'll
right,
love
take
Robin.
you
it.
on
I
a
love
sunset
it.
cruise. We'll take you on a sunset cruise.
I love it. So let me talk to you about today's message. Today's message is for somebody who has the gift that God gave you and you're not using it. Okay? Today's message is going to be one that's going to strike you a little bit. And I created a little bit of a story. And for Derek, I like to have, what's up, Brandy? I like to be able to have props like Derek. And so I try to work with some of my props here this morning. So bear with me as I kind of walk you through today's message. And for those of you who are wanting to leaning in to 2025, that you want to grow in 2025, and maybe some of you are growing mentally, spiritually, financially, whatever it is, and you're lacking a little clarity. How many of you might be lacking a little bit in some clarity? How many of you feel it? You can see it, but you're just put a 7 in the chat if that's you. Put a 7 in the chat if you're just like, I think I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I think I got everything I'm supposed to be. I'm praying every day, Brock. I work out every day. I'm reading the books every day. I'm studying every day. I'm talking to people, but just like, I don't know. Put a 7 in the chat if I'm talking to you this morning. Put a 7 in the chat if that resonates to you in some capacity, in some way. So I'm going to share my story, and then I have a little bit of some props to hopefully give you some clarity. So how many of us, this specifically was me, I saw Bryce playing a game. I saw him playing it with a toy. And it was around Christmas time, and I see him playing with the toy. And he's having a good old time with the toy. He's enjoying the toy. Really doesn't seem to be any issues with the toy. But I'm looking at the toy and being like, huh, is that all this thing could do? Like, I was expecting more out of this toy. How many of you were expecting more out of something? Put a 3 in the chat. If you open up something, how many of you got like that Temu, or you got one of those packages and you open up and you're like, huh, that's it, boy. They really pulled a wool over my eyes. I thought this would be bigger. I thought this would be stronger. I thought this would be a lot different. How many of you felt that in some capacity, in some way, you thought it'd be different? But the person who was holding on to the gift, though, didn't think anything different, though, because they're just like, oh, I guess this is the gift. I guess this is what I have. So Bryce is playing with the toy. He's having a good old time with the toy. And so I wanted to use this as an example. And I gotta bear with me all. Since I'm the only one on the show, I could take my time. So I brought in this little tree. Okay. You could see a little bit that could you see all that there's some lights being lit on here? There's some lights that are being lit. So it's functioning as it's intended where there's some lights on here. Do y'all agree? Yes or yes? Where's my boy Chad Free? Yes or yes, Holly? That the lights are actually on. So here I am. looking at Bryce's toy. I'm like, I just don't know about that, Bryce. And so just like this tree, look at this. Watch this all. Watch this. I'm going to get crazy today. I'm getting crazy today. Even brought a blanket. So this is what we do in real life, all. This is not with the blanket, but I'm going to tell you what y'all do. Okay? So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take our gift and I'm going to put it in the dark. And so what I do is, hold on, bear with me. So I take our gift, and now doesn't it look like it's a little bit lighter? Just agree with me, all. I'm trying to work with it here. But now the light looks a little brighter. So what we do is we take our gift, and instead of working on our gift, instead of working on our potential, we remove and put it into a lesser environment so it functions. We put it in a lesser environment. We talk to people and we have conversations with people who don't really have the drive and the aspirations and the goals and the dreams that we have, and we take our gift that God gave us and we put it in a reduced environment because that's the only way we think our gift will work. So Bryce continues to play with this gift until something reacts to it, or we take the gift and we put it in a better environment, or we put resources around it, or we put people around ourselves that are being like, yo, bro, what the hell are you doing, man? Why are you doing that? I don't get it. You know there's an easier way. You know that there's opportunities around you. You know the gift that you have, if you just put a little bit more into it, you can take it to the next level. I put new batteries in, just like I did with Bryce's toy, and the new batteries. And Bryce says to me, wow, Dad, that's really cool. I didn't know my toy could do that. Some of you today don't realize the gift that you have can do that. Until you get around the right people in the right environment, just like this. And now I don't need a stupid blanket to cover it up to show you my illustration. I could show it to you because my gift is now up to its highest potential. And it's growing, and I can put it in any environment and you can see it. It doesn't matter what the environment is. And some of you are taking your gift and you're reducing yourself to make the gift shine instead of working on the gift that God gave you. Am I talking to somebody? Put a 5 in the chat if I'm talking to you. Put a 5 in the chat if I'm talking to you right now. Put a 5 in the chat if that resonated with you. Put a 5 in the chat if you're like, damn, that's me right there. I'm just trying to find my way. I'm just trying to figure it out. And so many people, God is putting so many people in front of you, and you still want to go try to find a closet. Now, here's the other part to this. So I see Bryce with the gift. I see Bryce with the toy. I see him. I look at it. I said, Bryce, man, let's get some new batteries in the gift. And you know what Bryce says to me? You better lean into some of you on here right now. You better lean in. He says, no, Dad, it's just fine. It's working just fine, Dad. I don't want you to take that away from me because I might not get it back. And some of us let that FEAR word get in the way. And we allow that fear to take over. So we keep our gift and no, I don't want you to have my gift because I'm scared I might, geez, I didn't want to leave my sweater. I'm scared I might not get it back, Shonda. I'm scared I might not get it back, Raman. I'm scared that if I let my gift go into the hands of somebody else, I might not get it back. And that's where faith comes involved. It's going into the unknown. It's going into those uncharted territories, Angela. It's doing those things that I don't know if I financially can do it. I don't know if I have the time. Brock, you don't understand. I have kids. Oh my. All these excuses start piling up in our head. Be like, you know what? I think I'm just going to keep my gift because I'm scared to know what the potential really lies. And so what happens is Bryce didn't want the gift. How many of you know somebody or feel like you better start to know somebody who's relentless and says, Bryce, just give me the gift for a minute. Just give me the gift just for a couple minutes. Give me the gift for a month. Give me the gift for a couple months. Give me the gift for a year. And let me just, I promise you, you're going to be happy on the other side. I'm talking to somebody right now. I'm talking to somebody. You have this potential and you're scared, you're whatever it is, the fear of giving it to somebody else because every excuse comes under the sun. And I'm the relentless dad, I'm the relentless coach, I'm the annoying person that's probably bebopping in your head right now, and I say, give me the gift, give me this gift, guys. And it's just 2 batteries. It's not like I'm taking and remodeling the whole thing. God just says, just a little tweak, just a little touch, just a little bit more to just maybe 10 minutes earlier to get up this morning. Maybe staying up 15 minutes later just to do my gratitudes. Maybe just taking my 15-minute lunch and having a little power walk. Maybe I just got to eat just one more carrot, right, Amy? Maybe there's just one more phone call I got to do. Boy, did I love Ed Milet that I got to hear him speak on Wednesday. Just the power of one more. If you don't have that book, go get it. Maybe it's just one more thing. So here's how this works. So I'm relentless. I'm annoying as hell. And I take the gift, Kim. I take the gift from Bryce and I listen to the noise. I listen to him bitch. I listen to him cry. I listen to him moan. I even shed my back against him so he can't get the toy and see what I'm doing. And as I'm doing that, I'm just talking like this. I'm like, don't you worry. Don't you worry. And I pull it out. And I present it to him. And he says, wow, Dad, this is so cool. Now, the other side of the story is some of you are recognizing somebody else's potential and you need to go tell them. You need to go help somebody else out today. Something good will happen to me and something good will happen through me. The to me part is Bryce. The through me part is me. Which one? And can you do both? Yes. Jeffrey, yes or yes, you can. You can do both. Somebody is going to talk to you today. You need to talk to somebody today. And you need to be vulnerable as well as receiving it, as well as giving it. That's what you need to do today, all. You need to take this potential that you have, the gift that God gave you. I love the message. The message started with me on Wednesday when Ed Milet said, God gave me 2 gifts. Here they are. It took me a while to understand them. And I sat there in the chair. I was sitting next to D. Owens. And I sat there and I looked up and I said, God, what are my 2 gifts you gave me? What are my 2 gifts you gave me? And one of them that I really feel strongly with conviction that I have a way to pull things out of people that they didn't know that they really had. There's a way that God gave me to be relentless, to take my addiction, to take all my problems that I had and be like, you're going to help other people pull things out of them. And I'm going to make you really good at communicating it to people so they can understand it in a way. I'm going to give you visions and ideas so you can share stories so it makes people easy to be like, oh, I get that. Put an 8 in the chat if you got what today was. Put an 8 in the chat if you understood and you got what I said today by using my stories because it related to you, that you gave somebody batteries or you seen somebody work their gift. Put an 8 in the chat if that was you today. Because that's what God's gift gave to me. The potential that I have is to be able to pull something out of you that you didn't really know you had there and dust it off, and then to prepare it and present it in a way that makes sense for you to be like, okay, I know what I need to do today. I at least have a general idea. I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to somebody I admire. I need to talk to a mentor. I need to talk to God. I need to ask better questions. I need to be able to be like, hey, how can you help me? So I want you to write this down. What are the 2 gifts that you have? The 2 gifts that you have that you can do something with. And I want you to be vulnerable and open. When somebody says, give me your gift and let me make it better, I want you to put faith and be like, okay, I'm willing to do that. Replace the faith over fear all. Don't worry about the money. I can personally tell you, don't worry about the money. I've been broke twice in my life. Poor is a mindset, broke is a season. I get it. You have to trust the process. You have to understand it's going to be okay. But your potential, God gets mad when you're not living up to your potential. That's what he gets frustrated about. And I was going to end my life over it because I didn't think that that's what I needed. And I was all messed up on the wrong stuff. And so today I want you to think about your 2 gifts. I want you to think about what you can receive as well as you can give today. Unlock the potential. I'm going to challenge you all to talk to somebody today. Find somebody on the screen right here. Find somebody in the Facebook world. And I want you to screenshot this whole message that you got here. Go back to the Brock Zevan's Mindset Motivational Facebook page. Listen to the recording again. How do you figure out what your gifts are? Good question. Somebody just asked me, how do you figure out what your gifts are? It's not for me to figure out. Ask God, and they will come to you. I try to figure out, like, what are my gifts? What do I got? Because, John, that's a very good question. Some of you might be like, what are my gifts? I don't know what they are. You do in some capacity. But if you ask, if you have not, if we ask not, right? I don't know the exact quote. I'm sure Robin will put it in the chat or somebody will put it in the chat for me. But you just have to start having conversations about it. People say to me all the time, where's Jada? He was 1 minute late today. I'm going to give him a little grace today, but he was 1 minute late today on his schedule. And I say to people who have time management problems, I say, well, how often are you working on your schedule? How much time did you work on your schedule over the weekend? I spent an hour and 10 minutes on my schedule for this week. How many of you spent over an hour on your work schedule? Yet this week you'll bitch, whine, and moan that you're behind schedule. You're not too sure. Everything's all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. And I'd say, oh, how much are you working on it? Well, Brock, I did 10 minutes. 10 minutes I did. Well, okay. Well, you're going to get 10-minute results on your schedule then. So I have 4 minutes. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to read some of the messages that I have here. Any text messages or any messages you want to put in Facebook world, I'll look them over. But anybody want to come off of mute? First of all, if you got something out of it, put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat today. And for those that have a message or something they would like to share that God put upon you or something inside of you, if this is your first time being on here, welcome. Love to have you. I get a little crazy on Mondays. But who would like to share something today? Maybe a message that came to you. Holly gave me 500. All right, Holly. I like Holly. I'm fine with awkward silences. All it doesn't bother me one single bit. I'm perfectly fine in my own skin. Somebody's just trying to figure out what to say. That's God, the Holy Spirit saying something. Michelle, go ahead, Michelle.
Hey, it just reminded me my nonprofit that I have, Keep Rowlett Beautiful. We were able to buy a really nice screen TV with Zoom board and a sound bar, and we got it all set up. And I'm a minor techie. I'm not a good techie, but I can normally figure it out. We set this up, and I can hook it completely to the computer, but the soundboard and everything else is like way too complicated. So we have it set up at the Chamber of Commerce, and we're going to be able to allow them to use it. So I'm reaching out to the chamber today to make this great gift that we've got useful, because we want to be able to do Zoom training. We want to be able to do a lot of things. And right now it's not functional. It works great as a TV. It works great as being able to plug it in, but it doesn't have its full potential.
Yeah, it's so true. It's just, and it's not a really big thing though. How many of you like you call in to have somebody fix something and they're there for like 10 minutes and you're like, I've been doing this for days. I've been going through pain and agony. What'd you do? It's like, just gave a little tweak, just a
Yeah.
little juice, just a
Yeah.
little extra energy to be able to do it.
The
So
chamber has a guy. They know a guy. There's always a
I know a
guy.
guy. Amen to that. Amen to that. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that share this morning. Anybody else have anything they'd like to share or say that they came on here this morning? We got about a minute or two. Or you put, boy, everybody's active in the chats. Sydney, thank you, Justine. Sydney, I'm so happy you came on here as well. Sherry, thank you. Sherry, I was talking about you. I might need to borrow your truck. You might need to borrow your truck, Sherry. I got a project I got to do. Guys, I appreciate you. Oh, Shonda, go ahead.
Oh, well, first of all, I'm usually at work, so that's why, I don't get a chance to jump on, but I was off today. And so when I saw the notification, I was like, I can finally join in. And I'm going to tell you, Brock, I've enjoyed the broadcast. I just to see your growth and the grace of God that's resting upon your life. Two things that I'm taking away. There's so much. You can read the chat later. Because you got me fired up. I started Pilot Light Inspiration. And so you mentioned about clarity. Pilot Light Inspiration is, I don't know how it's evolving, but I wanted just to encourage people. A lot of people are just silently walking through some very challenging situations in life. And myself as a caregiver in ministry, hey, somebody always need that encouraging word, right? And so the two things, talent is writing and encouragement. And so I want to go ahead and start the Pilot Light Inspiration greeting card line for in stores and online for the school system, for our law enforcement. So hey, again, everyone needs a word. I just want to say thank you. Just hey, you got me stirred up here. I got a positive phone call. That's why I had to step away for a second. But thank you so much, Brock. I really enjoyed this your broadcast today. So
Thank you so much, Shonda. And it was great. You're another person that we met from Amplify Your Life here in the Charlotte, and that's where I met Shonda on here as many others. So guys, I'm gonna put it out there. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be in South Charlotte at 11:30 in South Park. I love to be able to see you. If you're gonna be around the area, come down and see me. I'm gonna be talking about my book. I'm gonna be sharing with people. Once again, the gift that God gave me is to help you grow your business, to be able to help you with more sales, It's going to be a power hour that I'll be there in South Charlotte. Take a look at our Facebook page if you'd like to come. Put invite in the chat. Put invite for those that watch the recording. Just put invite, and I will make sure that I get it to you. So that way, I love to be able to see you, guys. I appreciate you all. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I got to go bring my little daughter to school. Have a great day today, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. 8:15 Eastern time. Invite a friend, invite somebody that feels like they could use this spirit, use this energy in the morning. 8:15 Eastern time. We'll be back. Hopefully I get to see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Chad Free, be with us tomorrow.
God bless. Bye.